technical difficulties.
I got racks to the ATM jam.
I
Tell
do
me what you wanna
apologize,
do.
y'all.
You a badass bitch. That don't get swallowed in that fat ass bitch. I got racks to the ATM
But we're
jam.
back.
Tell me what you wanna do. I got racks to the ATM jam. Tell me what you wanna do. I got
Let me get to
racks
sharing
to the
again.
ATM jam. Tell me what you wanna do. You a badass bitch. That don't get swallowed in that fat ass bitch. I got racks to the ATM jam. Tell me what you wanna do. They shooting in the parking lot. Everybody get low. They shooting in the parking lot. They ain't where you wanna go. Now stand by soldier. And work the motherfucking ass like I told you. Stand by soldier.
Let's go in, man.
Work the motherfucking ass like I told you.
We're gonna do this, we're gonna do it right. We're gonna do it right. Welcome, everybody, welcome. Welcome to this multi-million dollar podcast. I'm your host, Kev Prosper, the owner and founder of Prosperity U LLC. Prosperity U LLC is creating a society of wealth, positivity, and inspiration. You are tuned into Love and Money, the podcast of Prosperity U LLC. Thank you for contributing to the Cash App above, $ Prosperity U LLC. Screenshot that QR code above, zoom, tap, and hold, and it will take you to the Cash App at $ Prosperity U LLC. Make sure you give it everything you got. And then visit the website below at prosperunlimited.com. Yes, prosperunlimited.com. Allow that website to change your life. I guarantee it, because it changed mine. And thank you for liking, subscribing, following, and sharing. But most importantly, thank you for sharing, because sharing is caring. That's right, boys and girls. And if you like the show, give a gift or just give a like. The likes are free. The likes are free. And remember, we do this every Monday at 9 p.m. Eastern Time. And last but not least, remember to invest in the brand Prosperity U LLC. All right. So let's get started. I want to pat myself on the back. I want to say, shout outs to Shell 1021. Thank you. I want to pat myself on the back. I'm learning how to get more sleep. And in the process of trying to get more sleep, I'm sleeping better. I've tried to. I've been logging my sleep. I just started. I'm in day 3 so far, and it's been great. It's been magical. Do I feel magically different? Has the dividends paid off yet? Not yet. It's all in the process. But I have been getting the sleep that I need. Because a lot of times, I've been just trying to go to sleep more often or try to take more naps, and I've kind of spun my wheels with it. You know what I mean? And now, but since I've been tracking my sleep, it's been an entirely different ball game, because now I'm kind of you could say gamified. I've turned it, I've treated it like a video game sort of, and gamified my sleep. Let me change the handwriting on this thing. Pardon me, I'm posting, letting folks know I'm live right now in the Instagram stories. So I've kind of gamified my sleep and found a way to be more calculated and more goal oriented. So now when I go to sleep, I know, okay, I need to sleep these many minutes. I need to sleep these many hours. You know what I mean? And I'm not just taking a nap just for the sake of taking a nap and then not realizing that I'm not getting enough sleep, even though I just took a nap. You feel me? So it's a little more directed. It's a little more directed. But that's enough of that. Not like you guys care. let's get into the first topic. This topic is at the top of my mind, so I'm gonna get it out the way. Let's do it. So this has been out for some weeks now. Anthony Edwards. Let me just establish the story between these two. Anthony Edwards. Oh wow. Yeah, Anthony Edwards. He's a star basketball player. He's a star basketball player of a struggling NBA franchise. I don't know who likes basketball in Minnesota, but oh well, right? They've been around for some decades now. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, I guess they like basketball in Minnesota. Well, actually, I take that back because their college programs are pretty popular. And in Minnesota's near Kansas, right? Or I don't know. That's a part of the country I'm not too familiar with. But yeah, apparently they like basketball in Minnesota, and with the addition of Anthony Edwards, they're now a pretty decent basketball team, and he's a great basketball player. I think at one moment he was the highest paid player. You know what I mean? At one moment. So these basketball players nowadays are ranging in the hundreds of millions of dollars of paychecks, which maybe not maybe 5 to 10 years ago would be absurd. But this is what the game has come to. You feel me? And so when a guy's getting a $400 million paycheck before taxes, if you were a woman dating this man, you probably feel like you wouldn't have to work again, right? Especially if you married him. Now, here's the caveat. What if you never married him, but you have his kid? You see, the thing about it is, marrying someone and having where is there more of a guarantee? Where is there more of a guarantee? Is there more of a guarantee in marrying someone or having their kid, right? Let's think about it. You never have this man's kid, but you marry him, right? And he may or may not demand you sign a prenup, right? He may or may not demand you sign a prenup. He may, okay, let's say best case scenario, you don't sign a prenup. He doesn't give you a prenup, and now you're entitled to alimony, right? Okay, you get an alimony check. That's cool. Whatever the judge decides, right? But then again, alimony wouldn't necessarily be. It depends on what state you live in and so on and so forth. There's so many variables to alimony, right? But let's say you have his kid, whether you marry him or not. Let's say you have his kid, regardless of a prenup. The only thing that child support is the only thing that overrides a prenup. You feel me? Child support is the only thing that overrides a prenup, and it's mandated by the state that you live in. So once again, I always complain about how the legal system incentivizes divorce and single motherhood, right? Because it's more lucrative for the system. So it would behoove a woman to say, okay, whether I marry him or not, I gotta have his kid. If you're trying to win big, if you're trying to latch on and win big and milk this cow, there's more of a guarantee. If you have his kid, there's more of a guarantee of getting his money and not having to work again if you have his kid, as opposed to marrying him. I'm gonna get to the morality issue when it's all said and done. I'm just gonna delve into this story. I just want to get into this story, and I'm watching this trend in news, and it's kind of baffling me a little bit. But I'm trying to stay focused. Let me leave that alone. Where's my files actually? Let me pull up my files. And so, no, it's not my files I want to pull up. I actually wanted to pull up. Hold on. Yeah, there it is. All right, so I'm gonna pull up some video footage that I have found, and I'm gonna play it in a second. I'm gonna pull up some video footage. So Anthony Edwards. When you reach a certain level of success, there's a certain type of women you have access to, and I never forget LeVar Ball, the Ball dad. He did a video, and this video is kind of like so underground. I don't know. I ain't gonna say it's so underground, but it's not heavily circulated. But he said it stuck with me. It stuck with me so much when he said it. He was like, "When you at this level, there are no good women." I was like, "Yo." That was when he said that. I was floored. He said, "When you at this level, there are no good women," and he's right. He's so right. And I mean, you got to think about it. Like, you got to think about it. How honest can someone be in their love and affection for you if they can Google your paycheck, right? Like, how pure is their love? You know what I mean? So yeah, I mean, look at this woman. Like, look at she got it going on, right? Like, this is a lot of surgery right here. You feel me? This is a lot going on. And somebody paid for them surgeries, right? Now from what I've gathered, this isn't her first rodeo. This woman is 38 years old. Today's price ain't yesterday's price, right? Ain't that what they say? Today's price ain't yesterday's price. The 38-year-old of yesterday ain't the 38-year-old of today. So yeah, glory be to science and medicine. You know what I mean? These women are looking how they looking. You know what I mean? And to my knowledge, Anthony Edwards is every bit of 22, 23. Now, I knew how I was at 22 and 23. Give me $400 million at the age of 22. It's up. It's up. I'd have been like, 38, 28? Is she legal? Right? Okay. Come on, son. Give me $400 million. Shit. It's up. It's up. So to my understanding, this isn't her first rodeo. She has another kid with the rapper Lil Baby. You know what I mean? So as we all, as if you tune in, if you tap in, you probably well aware a lot of these people run in the same circles and sleep with the same people. I know. Yeah, it's tacky. I get it. It's I would say it's tacky to us middle class common folk, right? To us peasant folk, it's tacky. I get it. You know what I mean? But then when you got to think, like what LeVar Ball said, you know what I'm saying? When you reach a certain level, there are no good women. So who can you trust? The reason those women those women run in the circles that they run because the men that they run with trust them. The men that they run with know that they're there for business and not for clout. You know what I mean? Like the song says, like the what's that group? What's that rap group? I don't follow those guys, but the people will do anything for clout. And you can trust somebody who already has as opposed to I have not. You know what I'm saying? And so yeah, you know what I mean? these men, they're successful. They're in their youth and their prime, you know what I'm saying, and all that. And you really think that they're not supposed to? And a woman like this, a woman like this approaches them, and they're not supposed to have sex with them. They have needs too. They have needs and desires just like any other common folk, peasant middle class man would, right? Like, come on. So can you blame them? Can you blame them for sleeping with them, let alone getting them pregnant? You know what I mean? Like, I'm coming at this conversation. I would like when I first heard this news, I was like, ooh. but then when I got more perspectives, I gathered more perspectives on it, and now I have better clarity on the situation, and I'm not so one-sided on it as much as I was in my first mind. You know what I mean? So that's what I want to get into. I want to get into the different perspectives on this topic. So yeah, these men are in their prime. They have more money than they know how to spend. And they can get just about any woman that they want, whether the woman is attracted to them or attracted to their wallet. You feel me? It helps that he's handsome. You feel me? The fact that he's handsome helps, but I'm pretty sure with a wallet, with a paycheck like his, he could pretty much get majority of the women that he wants. Let's keep it a bean. You feel me? So yeah, and then I'm pretty sure he would rather get a woman like this pregnant, you know what I'm saying, as opposed to any other, you know what I'm saying, as Coach Greg Adams calls, straggle daggle on the street, right? So yeah, and he didn't want anything like. So now as the story unfolds, star basketball player, typical, right? Star basketball player. He gets this woman knocked up. At first, he paid her off to get an abortion. Now, the legal picture I just painted, as opposed to being married, as opposed to being a baby mama, right? Or just being married with kids, being married and having a child with somebody, which is more lucrative, which is more guaranteed and concrete. Right? Which paycheck is more guaranteed and concrete? Marriage alimony or child support, right? Okay. You know what I'm saying? Marriage is the one thing a woman can't control in a man. A woman can control whether she has a kid or not. You know what I'm saying? My body, my choice, right? So a woman can control that. A woman can't control whether a man wants to marry her or not. And obviously, in this particular situation, this is what we see just happen. All right? She can't control whether that man wants to marry her. So what was the point I was making? I forgot. Where was I? So he paid her off to get the abortion. Here's $100,000. Here's 100 racks. Get rid of it. Right? He can't tie her up and put her in the abortion clinic table, right? He can't do that. That's illegal, right? So he just did what he could. Here's 100 racks. Get out my face. And I'm not laughing that he did that. I'm laughing at the gesture of it. Like it's really like, because and I want to tie this with the big red bow on top is, I'm sorry, put my pause. The big red bow on top is there's a life in the balance of all of this. There's an actual human life in the balance of all of this, right? So I want to thread that. I want that to be the consistent thread throughout this conversation. He threw 100 racks. You know what I'm saying? Like he knows what type of chick this is. You know what I'm saying? Like, she had a baby by a rapper. Now you got a baby by a ball player. Oh my gosh. How much more typical can it get, right? Threw 100 racks. Get out my face. Get rid of it. She kept the baby. Of course. She has the baby. She went ahead and had the baby. And now so now she got two babies by two different dudes. You know what I'm saying? Two babies by two millionaires. You know what I mean? So now she got child support coming from here, child support coming from there. This woman never really has to work again. Like it is what it is. She's sitting pretty. So she has two different child supports coming in. I want to make sure. Hold on, let me do my Googles. I want to make sure. Hold on, let's chat GPT this up. Hold on. Let's pull this up. Let me see if can I blow this up? Ooh, that's too big. All right, let's see. Matter of fact, I can mic up, can I? Use voice mode. Yeah, there we go. Did Anthony Edwards? Hold on, is it ready? Did Anthony Edwards file his child support in court, or did he just pay her the millions up front with no court hearing?
It looks like Anthony Edwards' child support situation has been a topic of discussion. There are rumors about him paying a large sum up front, but his ex, Aisha Howard, has denied these claims, stating there are no court documents or agreements to support those rumors. Additionally, Edwards has filed a motion waiving visitation and custody of their daughter Aubrey. It's definitely a complex situation. Legal matters like child support can be quite detailed and vary a lot from case to case. If you're interested in more specific...
All right, that's enough. Thank you, ChatGPT. Thank you. Round of applause for ChatGPT. All right. So apparently he hasn't filed anything just yet. See, now this is the kicker. They from what I'm understanding, they filed. Let me actually do a real Google. Let me find an actual credible source, like an actual article. Anthony Edwards child support. Let's see what they say. Let's see what they say. So they got Anthony. Let's do the Google. Let's see if Google could give me a better result. Anthony Edwards, child. Let me blow this up a little bit. Child support. Let's see how this works. Searching for results. Anthony Edwards is currently involved in a legal battle regarding child support for his daughter. Summary. Edwards filed a paternity lawsuit in Georgia and a DNA test to confirm he's Aubrey's father. Edwards is not seeking custody or visitation. We got that. So the main issue is child support. Howard has requested sole custody, which Edward has agreed to. Howard has requested that Edwards pay temporary child support until a final amount is determined. Ooh, okay. That's something. Howard claims she's currently unemployed and relying on family support. Of course she is. Come on. Why wouldn't she be? Come on. Howard is seeking attorney's fees, stating she does not have the financial means to cover legal costs in this matter. Of course. Come on, get as much as you can get. Howard initially filed for child support in California, but Edwards contested it, arguing she moved there to seek a higher amount. A California judge ruled that the child support case will be handled in Georgia. Ooh, nice one. Rumors of prepaid support. A rumor circulated that Edwards offered to pay 18 years of child support up front, but Howard denied this, stating there are no court documents. Right, we got that. In essence, the key issue is the determination of child support payments to be made. So the legal proceedings are ongoing and the final amount is yet to be determined. Okay, this is juicy. This makes it juicy. So apparently, so he wants to like brush this under the rug and sweep this under the table and get it behind him before this chick tries to sink her teeth in any further, right? And so I think it's the reason it's a rumor is because he proposed it. He said, hey, listen, oh, you want me to pay $5,000 a month? Here, I got that. You know what I'm saying? I'm making 400 million before taxes. Like, what's $5,000 a month? You know what I'm saying? Come on, son, come on, right? And of course, she's like, "Fuck you mean? Like, come on, like what? $5,000 a month? Like for the next 18 years, that $5,000 ain't gonna be nothing, according to my lifestyle, right?" You know what I mean? Okay, let's see Aisha. How you say her name? Aisha Howard. I wanted to say, what's the name? Adina Howard. I was about to say Adina Howard. I'm terrible. Let's look up. Let's look up Aisha Howard. Let me look up Aisha Howard social media. Let's go. Aisha Howard. Instagram. Let's see what her lifestyle is like. Let's see how much flexing she do. Okay. So hold on, let me blow this up a little bit. So that's Anthony Edwards' baby, I suppose. Pretty little child. That baby got good hair. So she got the dresses, she got the surgery, she's on the trips and the vacations. What about the car service? Let's see what she riding in. Is she riding in anything? Oh, not. See, now that's in the what they call it, Indonesia. The shucks, you can tell I've never been there, right? That's basically Indonesia. When you see blue ass water like that and them kind of cliffs, that's either Greece or that's the Pacific Islands. So this is her social media. She just posing. It's just a whole lot of posing. So, you know, she got to keep up with the Joneses now. She's tapping into different demographics now. Like, you know what I'm saying? She's tapping into the rapper demographics, and now she's tapping into the sports demographics. If you're a sports fan, now you know who this woman is. If you're a rapper fan, if you're a rap fan, now you know who this woman is, right? So she got to keep up with these Joneses. And you know, she's not working. You know what I mean? She's collecting two different child supports. You know what I mean? She doesn't really have to work. She doesn't really have to work for a while. And what a lot of people were complaining on my timeline in the chat was how, and I said this myself, you know, she's gonna blow that money. Like she's gonna blow that money. Whatever bread he gives her, and then like, if she's probably living off, like she's probably collecting child support from Lil Baby. Hold on, matter of fact, let's see. Hold on, what the where was that? Where's the let's see. Is Aisha Howard collecting child support? I'm pretty sure she is from Lil Baby. Let's see what it say. Aisha Howard has a son with rapper Lil Baby named Jason, and the two have been involved in legal proceedings concerning their child. Aisha Howard did file a paternity and child support lawsuit against Lil Baby in August of 2020, and Lil Baby responded the following month. However, this case was dismissed without judgment in 2019, as she never responded to the filing. They went back and forth to court several months before the motion was dismissed. Aisha and Lil Baby agreed to seal the court records in 2022, and the case was closed. It's unknown whether or not she's this woman is a sniper. This woman is a sniper. It is important to note that Lil Baby has shared photos of Jason on his social media and has appeared at events with him. So yeah, I think judging by the type of woman she is, yeah, she's collecting child support from Lil Baby too. It is what it is. It is what it is. So yeah. And then even if she's not collecting child support per se, you know what I'm saying? I'm pretty sure she's getting money from somewhere. Like come on, like, she wasn't born with this. She's getting money from somewhere. You know what I mean? So like, let's keep it a bean. Let's keep it a stack. Let me see if I can slide this up. Oh no. You know, let's keep it a stack. You know what I'm saying? She even paid for the stomach. She even paid for the stomach. But yeah, it's safe to say we all know what kind of woman this is. But yes, she's whatever lump sum of money she gets, she's gonna blow just to keep up with the Joneses. And after a couple years go by and that money runs low, you know what I'm saying? She's gonna take him. Well, it seemed like the court case was Lil Baby beat that case. He shut that down. But she's gonna latch on to Anthony because that's a bigger bag, really. That's a bigger bag. You know what I'm saying? She's gonna latch on to him as much as she possibly can and get as much as she possibly can out of him. Now before we get to the child, before we get to the morality of the child, let's get to I want to play a couple of clips. I want to play is this no. Hold on, let me get to the where I downloaded the clip. No, that's not it. Where I put it? I don't have it. Or did I save it? I think I saved it in my X. I had it saved in my X. Yeah, in my Twitter X. I'm gonna just call it Twitter X from now on. No, that's not it. That's not safe for work right there. Let's keep scrolling. Let me get to the rated G stuff. Hold on. Where is it? Where is it? Oh, here it is. Okay, hold on. Let me get to it.
Artist, right? From then I'm viewed as a certain type of woman because I'm beautiful and I have a nice body. And normally women like that attract a certain caliber of men, which is also not my fault. And now that I am in yet another situation where I now have a child with another successful man, there's no telling you guys that I'm not a gold digger. It's no beating those allegations at all. I read comments that say, oh, you're a gold digger, or you kept the baby for a check. What if I came to y'all's page, right? And I compared the men that you have children with to the men that I have children with. And I said, you were digging for poverty when you picked him to be your baby daddy, weren't you? Oh, you kept that baby for an extra income tax credit, didn't you? And food stamps, didn't you? Or you kept that baby for an extra Section 8 voucher. Is that why you kept your baby? Now, if that was triggering, that's how I feel every time somebody says, do you even love that baby? You kept that baby for a check.
Let's give her a round of applause. Oh, jeez. Wu-Tang is for the children. Wu-Tang is for the children. So it's the lens that this woman is looking through. You gotta put yourself in her shoes. You gotta put yourself in her shoes. She's 38, but she looks every bit of 28. You feel me? So imagine how she looked when she was 28. Like, come on. She got on the uniform, the glued baby hairs, the white woman wig. You know what I'm saying? Look. Wait, can you see it? Hold on. You know what I'm saying? Like the hair going down to her butt. You know what I mean? Like she's got on. Look. She's got the uniform on. You know what I mean? She's surgeried up. She's 38. Imagine how she looked when she was 28. So I'm pretty sure this isn't her first rodeo. She probably said to herself, I'm pretty sure when she was 28, she didn't want kids. But even though she knew she could have had kids with a ball player if she wanted to, she was getting enough money from enough ball players and rappers prior to. Like, let's keep it a bean. You know what I'm saying? So I'm pretty sure, like she's probably coming. She's 38, so that means in a couple years, you know what I'm saying, she already had a geriatric pregnancy. She already had one more pregnancy after 30. So she's lining up her ducks. She's lining up her ducks and saying, this is gonna be my buzzer beater. You know what I'm saying? Swish. You know what I mean? And so with all of that, you know what I'm saying? Not only is this her buzzer beater, but this is her new cash cow. You know what I mean? So why not, before the shop is closed, let me end it out with a bang and get this big check. And so yeah, she's trying to get as much as she can. She took it to California. They had to take it to Georgia. He offered this much. She denied it. And you know what I'm saying? And then of course, just like the little baby situation, she's trying to keep it under wraps. She's trying to keep it sealed and try to keep it on the low. She wants to get it. She's trying to get him to, he got the bag. He got the chicken, right? Pay for my attorney fees. Come on. She knows what she's doing. She's not new to this. She's true to this. She's 38 and she looks like she's 28. So imagine how she was when she was 28. This woman is seasoned. And Anthony Edwards, I don't think he knows the half of what he's getting into with this woman. You know what I mean? His lawyers know what's up. His lawyers know what's up, but he don't. His lawyers know what's up. His mentors know what's up. There's enough dudes in the NBA that know what's up. You know what I'm saying? And this is what I wanted to get to. So this is a clip from and who I feel like this is a great example. This is Gilbert Arenas. Hold on. I'll mute it. Wait. This is Gilbert Arenas, legendary basketball player. This is one of his side channels.
I heard a rumor about Anthony Edwards saying that he wanted to pay all 18 years of child support up front.
Girl ain't going for that.
I think he did it already, didn't he?
He ain't do it.
And they say it's about $1 million for the 18 years. Is that something you guys would do?
She came out and said it was cat.
Listen.
I don't think no woman that's after what that lady is after is going for that. Because you know after a few years, you could double back.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, legally, he can't do it anyway.
I ain't know that.
So it'd have been actually stupid if he actually did.
You see, and I take his word for it because you know what I'm saying, like this is an NBA legend. In my opinion, a future Hall of Famer. You know what I'm saying? But he's definitely a legend. He might have an asterisk by his name behind some bullshit that he got into, but it had nothing to do with basketball. So yes, NBA legend. He had it all. He had the money. You know what I'm saying? Homes, cars, you name it. And and of course he had the women, right? And so he done been through it, the hoes, all of that. So he knows what I really like. As far as this situation is concerned, I really believe he knows what he's talking about, and this is gospel. Hear what he say. Hear what Gilbert Arenas in this box right here. Hear what he say behind this. Hear what he say.
Did it.
What's the legal
process? Does he still have to pay?
Once you file for child support in the state, you don't own your child anymore. The state owns your child. So they don't give a fuck what you guys' agreement is.
Really?
Yeah, they don't care. Yeah, that's every state. They don't care. There's no agreement for child. Right? So once you file for child support, the state owns your child. So it's in the child's best interest. So if she took that $1 million and decided to spend it, she can just go right straight to child support court and file for child support, and they're gonna award her child support. Because it's about the child. They don't give a fuck what you guys got going on.
Here come them spiders. Watch out for them spiders.
That's crazy.
So yeah, it would have been the wasted. Where is she living at? She's in Georgia, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and so I think Anthony Edwards needs to lawyer up. He needs to lawyer up and knuckle up. And she let you know where she stands. She let you know where she stands. Okay, y'all calling me a gold digger, and like, I'd rather be me than be y'all, right? So yeah, let's dig as much gold as we can dig. I'm 38. I'm not getting any younger. You know what I'm saying? I need to collect as many child supports as I can and keep up with this lifestyle. You know what I'm saying? I done got me a big cash cow. You know what I mean? And so yeah, 18 years. What Kanye say? 18 years. We up. So now, with the woman letting you know where she stands at this point, and then the man he waived his paternity. He waived all paternity, custody, whatever, you name it. Like, he doesn't want nothing to do with this. You know what I mean? And you could say, well, what is he thinking? Well, he's 23 years old, 22, 23 years old. What could he possibly be thinking? Like, come on. But at the same token, You could have met like LeVar Ball said, when you're at this level, there are no more good women. So I'm pretty sure he knew what he was thinking when he was fucking her, and he knew what he was thinking when he threw her that $100,000 to get the abortion. You know what I'm saying? And what did she do with it? She took it and what, got a new surgery? Got, you know what I'm saying? Did she invest it? Is she, like, okay, she's 38, you know what I'm saying? She's 38 looking like she's 28, so she's been around the block. I'm pretty sure she's probably been around some investors, you know what I'm saying? Like, she's been with rappers and ball players. She's been around guys who have investments, who are big, you know what I'm saying? To live a certain lifestyle, you got to have a certain savvy when it comes to money. So I'm pretty sure she's been exposed to the knowledge and the wisdom, right? But, you know, leading the horse to water and then do what? So yeah. So is she savvy enough to, you know what I'm saying, to do right with the money? I would assume so, being as how savvy she is with these court cases and keeping them under wrap and keeping denying everything and making sure everything is just a rumor. You know what I'm saying? She's very much a sniper. She's very much, you know what I'm saying, secure the bag, pay for my legal fees. No, I'm not accepting a lump sum. So I'm pretty sure if she's maybe she's smart at getting the bag, but maybe not necessarily keeping the bag. I think that's most women. I think that's most women, really. They're smart at getting the bag, but they're not smart at keeping the bag and managing the bag. You know what I'm saying? Because that requires that requires discipline. It doesn't require determination. Determination is more of an emotional thing, and like I always say, women are naturally emotional. So it's very easy for a woman to be determined at achieving a certain goal, but then you get the goal, and then what? It's like a dog chasing a car, right? Like the Joker said in Batman. And so yeah. So the type of woman she is, you know what I'm saying? Do you really think that she cares whether or not, you know what I'm saying, whether or not she has a babysitter, whether or not these children have a father in their lives, as long as she gets to live her lifestyle? You know what I'm saying? This is the part I wanted to get at. Does she care about her children having a father as long as she gets to live her lifestyle? You know what I mean? One thing I always say is only men can raise men, and children need their fathers more than they need their mothers. You know what I'm saying? And that's an unpopular opinion. A lot of people don't necessarily know that or realize that. But I'll say it again: children need their fathers more than they need their mothers. And there's no child support check that can replace the love of a father. There's no multi-million-dollar child support check that can replace the guidance and the discipline that a father brings and elevates to a child's life. I don't care what, you can sleep with as many rappers and ball players and milk as much child support as you want. You will reap what you sow. And I know this woman is not going to hear this, and she doesn't care. You know what I'm saying? And that's perfectly fine. But the universe hears this. The spirit, the ethers hear this. The spirit world hears this. You know what I'm saying? And I pray to only person I pray more to. I pray to God. Only person I pray to more than I pray to God is karma, because karma answer prayers way quicker. And the last thing you ever want to do in life is hustle a family. The last thing you ever want to do in life is hustle a child. Hustling a life. I don't care where your morality is. I don't care where your morality is. You know what I'm saying? You got to draw a line somewhere. You know what I'm saying? It ain't because at this point it's not about right or wrong. It's about a life. You know what I'm saying? And karma is a thing. You know what I'm saying? The pendulum swings back and forth. This is a universal law. And so yeah, to this woman, You know what I'm saying? You're seasoned. I get it. You're seasoned. You're a shark. You know what I'm saying? And you know you smell blood in the water. I get it. You know what I'm saying? Do your thing. You know what I mean? And I'm not gonna give some threat or some doom and gloom and so some retribution against thee. No, I'm not that. I'm not that at all. You know what I mean? But one thing I will say is that those children, I ain't gonna say that child, you got two, and you're not the only one. I'm talking to women like you. I'm talking to the women like you. You know what I'm saying? Get your bag. You know what I'm saying? Milk your cows, but you're responsible. You're responsible. You're just as responsible as those men are who knocked you up. Let's put it like that. Don't think just because you carried the child and you're rearing the child and bearing the child that you're the victim and they're the only ones responsible. That's not how this works, sweetie. That's not how this equation of life works. That's not how to balance this equation of life. That's not how that works. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. So do you, but just bear in mind that all checks will balance. No pun intended. All checks will balance in life. All scales will balance. You know what I mean? And you got to live a balanced life. Be a shark. Be a shark. You know what I'm saying? Live off as many men as you can, but don't play with life. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. I get it, but don't play with life. Don't play with life. Don't do that. I think we had another good show tonight. I think we had another great show tonight. I don't know about you, but I like the way this went down. You know what I'm saying? I had a lot to speak on this topic. And I think I got a lot of it out. I think I got most of it out, if not all of it. So with that being said, I want to thank you for tuning into this multi-million-dollar podcast where there are no good women at this level. And the sharks are smelling blood in the water, right? And they want me to pay for their attorney fees so they can maintain their lifestyle. And in spite of all that, I am your host, Kev Prosper, the owner and founder of Prosperity U LLC. Prosperity U LLC is creating a society of wealth, positivity, and inspiration. You are tuned into Love and Money, the podcast of Prosperity U LLC. I want to thank you for contributing to the Cash App above, $ Prosperity U LLC. Go to that Cash App and give it everything you got. And then visit the website below at prosperunlimited.com. Allow that website to change your life. Thank you for liking, subscribing, following, and sharing. But most importantly, thank you for sharing, because sharing is caring. That's right, boys and girls. And if you like the show, give a gift or just give a like. The likes are free. The likes are free. And remember, we do this every Monday at 9 p.m. Eastern Time. And last but not least, remember to invest in the brand Prosperity U LLC. I will see you guys next Monday for another great show. Thank you for tuning into this multi-million-dollar podcast. Bye.
Be sure to shop at Prosperity U LLC. Description.
These are all of my books. My very first book, Read the Fairy Tales Up to Disney, The Reality of Dating. Haunted Truths, a romance murder mystery set in the heart of Brooklyn during the 1980s, during the height of the crack era. Switch, my romantic comedy. My trilogy, Spirit of the Machine, 1, 2, and 3, sci-fi action thriller. My poem anthology, Red Garden. That is System of the Sun. That's my book on organizational skills. Don't wait till I get rich to buy that book. New Shoes. That's my book on self-esteem, on how to love yourself. Ratchetology. Yes, I'm the ratchetologist. Take my advice. Visit prosperunlimited.com and click travel to book your next vacation.
Do that freaky jam on the beat. Dizzy with that butter shit, that bone feed. Did you double do that song thing? Flicky flicky with some butter, sit that bone thing. If you cheeky cheddar check, I get her own cheese. And so chicken with that head, or this up that won't be with the official with that whole sleeve. Bloody teeth, had to wish that with that long.
I got racks to the ATM jam. Tell me what you wanna do. I got racks to the ATM jam. Tell me what you wanna do. You a badass bitch. If I don't get swallowed in that fat ass bitch, I got racks to the ATM jam. Tell me what you wanna do. I got racks to the ATM jam. Tell me what you wanna do. I got
Be sure to shop Amazon with Prosperity U LLC. Link in the description.